Hello, lovelies. Happy Monday. Today is September 7th. I'd like to welcome you to Mocha Goddess Oracle and Tarot. My name is Renee. Today is a daily. I'm going to do a daily. Start doing the dailies once a day. These are different from my monthly zodiac videos that I'm going to start doing. But I just wanted to go over something real quick. There's a difference between Oracle and Tarot. Oracle is basically someone that they provide wisdom or advice, insight, counsel, or some oracles can predict things to happen, future things to happen. They are use their precognition to predict things. But my purpose in putting Oracle in the title of my business and my channel, and my claim of being an Oracle, is I have lived many years. I have had many experiences and have learned many lessons throughout my life. So I feel I can use that with the addition of my intuition, and I can use that as a means of helping others by giving them insight as to what they could do when certain situations arise in their life, how they could possibly handle it for a better outcome. So that's why I use the title of being an oracle. Tarot or tarot, however you want to pronounce it, that is different in the sense that it uses cards to read energy. Now, some people think that tarot can predict your future. Not necessarily. It can read energy of something that is currently happening, or something that has just happened, or something that is getting ready to happen. So it can be one of those three things. And when it's energy that's being read for a specific person, then it's more precise as far as what's going on with that situation. When I do general readings, I'm not picking out a specific person. I'm just reading energy that I'm picking up in general. I'm not reading for a specific person. So that's why when you're listening to my readings, I don't name anyone. I don't say, oh, well, this person's going to do this and they're going to do that. I don't say that meaning that that's what's going to happen. When I do a general reading, I'm just reading what the cards is telling me, that this is either a past event that just happened, something that's going on right now, or something that's getting ready to happen, because it's picking up on somebody's energy of what's going on. And it could mean someone that is female or male. The cards, in a general reading, they don't pick up on someone that is a specific gender. It's just reading masculine and feminine energy. And every person on this planet has both masculine and feminine energy. Like right now, personally, I am more in my masculine energy because I'm single and I have a household to take care of. So I am using my masculine energy to get things done around here. So using not less of my feminine energy, but that's kind of like here on the back burner. This masculine energy is kind of like in the forefront right now. So until I meet my soulmate, that's the one that I'm more focused on. I mean, I take care of myself and I, tend to my feminine energy like I'm supposed to. But right now, the most that I'm using right now is my masculine energy. And also with tarot, the cards that it uses, it uses 2 different sets of cards in each pack. It's the major arcana and the minor arcana. The major arcana, they teach you life lessons. I'm looking at my notes. They teach you life lessons, karmic influences, and they focus on big themes that are influencing you in your life while you're on your journey to enlightenment, to figuring things out for yourself. In the minor arcana, there are things that are they reflect daily life that we deal with on a daily basis. They can refer to anything from past, current, or future. The current issues that they have a temporary or minor influence. So there are things that can be changed. See what I'm saying? So I just wanted to put that out there for those that are kind of new to tarot readings, oracle readings, so that you know there is a bit of a difference, but it's kind of the same, because what I do is I blend my reading. I don't just read the cards to you. I also throw some oracle in there as well. Not necessarily oracle cards, but what I do as far as like my insight and a bit of advice as to what you can do to have a situation possibly turn out in your favor. Okay, so today's daily reading, what I'm going to focus on this week, I'm focusing on, Spirit was calling me to use my Mystical Shaman Oracle deck. They're very beautiful cards. They use a lot of symbolism from different cultures around the world, including African, Aboriginal, Mongolian. The deck was influenced by these different cultures, and a lot of the cave drawings and pictographs that come from these cultures, and a lot of the wisdom that comes from mystical. It's a blend of mystical and shamanic wisdom that come from these cultures. So that's what we were going to use this week. Already did a blessing of the cards, and I can shuffle while I talk a little bit more. For those of you who are tuning in, if you would please like, share, and subscribe to my channel, I'd really appreciate it. That lets me know who's watching. It also gives you updates if you like subscribe and you click the little bell in the corner under where you subscribe. It gives you a notification as to when I release my daily videos, and it also gives you notification as to when the monthly is going to come out, because I'm going to try to set those like on a timer, do those like ahead, and have them so that they can air like at the beginning of each month. As far as whether I'll do a mid-month zodiac video, I don't know yet. It depends on what my energy feels like, because right now I'm a little late in getting September's video started, because I did not come. Spirit, I was wanting to do it, but I wasn't sure, and so I had to like meditate a couple of extra days, and finally Spirit was like, yeah, this is something you need to do, and plus it helps me because I'm new at this, so it's helping me be more comfortable in front of the camera and with the cards, handling the cards. Now the message on this video is got a date on it, but it doesn't mean that this message necessarily pertains to this particular day. It could be that you watch this video another day and the message resonates with you. So just take it when and how it resonates with you. Because as we say in, the spiritual community, time is fluid. It happened, you could get the message whenever, not necessarily on the date that the video was released. For today, Monday, September 7th. Today is Labor Day. A lot of people that still have their employment, still have their jobs. Some people are not having to work today. But if you're currently looking for a position because you lost your job, I wish you all the luck in the world, because I know it's hard taking care of family. I'm blessed enough to have been able to keep my position. But because, I have one child that is no longer away at college, things have gotten a little bit expensive around here, so I'm blessed to keep my job. What is today's message, Spirit? When I say Spirit, I mean God, the universe, Allah, Spirit, whoever it is that you pray to for your religion, that's who you can pray to. Me, I just say Spirit or the universe. Sometimes I say God as well, because I wasn't always an oracle. I was raised in a Baptist church. Christian, so that's a story for another day. Okay. These cards are trying to stick together, so it's not going to be easy shuffling this way, but I'm going to do hang on just a second. There's a layout I was going to use today. It's called The Hidden Treasures in the Medicine Wheel. That's what it's called. Okay, it's going to be laid out, and it's going to be representing the different 4 directions: north, south, east, west. The first card at the south, in the south direction, it represents that which you need to let go of, what needs to be shed. The second card is going to be laid in the west, which is going to represent a part of you that needs to die. Another thing that you need to let go of, a part of you that needs to die so that you can grow. The third card to be laid out is going to be representing the north direction, and that represents the wisdom that you need to acquire to have learned lessons from the south and the west card. And the east position, the card in the east position, it represents your possible destiny, the way that you will share your treasures and gifts with others. That's why I like these cards. Okay, so since nothing is popping out, and they're kind of hard to shuffle this way because they're kind of clinging to each other. Okay, it's the south card, the west card, the north card, and the east card. Okay. So the first card that we're going to unveil is the South card. South card is the Witness. And after I reveal them, then I'll go over what the book talks about. The West Many Paths, card number 34. The North card is card number 52, Standstill. And the East card is card number 56, Thunder. Okay. So the first card, which is the South card, card number 64, the Witness, is the card that represents that which you need to let go of, what needs to be shed. It represents an old wound that you no longer need to define by yourself. That you defined yourself by. Okay, that's card number 64. So let me read that real quick. Okay, the Witness. Also, something I forgot to mention, these cards, they have, you read them a certain way, and they have like a certain meaning to them. I'm trying to find that so I can read it to you. They have 3 important messages that they deliver. One is the essence that tells you the timeless message of the card. Expands the symbol until you grasp the message. The second important part of each card is the invitation that tells you the gifts the Spirit is extending to you at this moment. Is a call to action. The medicine is the third important message the card is trying to convey. It tells you the aspect of or area of your life or relationships that you need to bring into balance or repair. Balance and repair. Okay. So, okay, the first card is the South card, and it is the Witness, card number 64. Okay, this is the one that represents what you need to let go of. What needs to be let go. Okay, the essence of this card reads here, and I'll put it right here. The essence of this card is, the Witness observes without engaging in any action. By cultivating inner stillness, we're able to assess any situation from a higher perspective and make better decisions. When we can be present for someone else's difficulties with stillness, then we are able to truly hear them and give better advice. Sometimes we can be so still that we are a mirror for the other. Then through our presence, they receive their own answers. The invitation is that of the Witness. The Witness that has been by your side all along is now ready to become your ally. You thought you were the doer, but today you discover that things happen when you get out of the way. Witness creation unfolding before you. Change reality by finding stillness and letting your true intent reveal itself. The medicine of this card. Acknowledge your preconceptions, ideas, and feelings about the situation you are in, but resist the urge to change any of it. Do not fall back into your controlling patterns. Instead, take a few breaths and connect with joy, with the joy of not having to perform. Hold space for the world to keep spinning on its own. Okay, and that is something the South card represents, which you need to let go of, what needs to be shed. An old wound. Okay. The West card, that part of you that needs to die, is card number 34, Many Paths. Let me find it. Okay, all paths lead to spirit. What you bring to your journey is what will determine if yours is a path of suffering, a path of wisdom, a path of bliss, a path of loss. Consider the traveler who met two stonemasons. He asks one what he is doing, and the mason replies, I'm squaring out the stone. He asks the other, who is doing the exact same thing, and gets the reply, I am building a cathedral. One man has a job, the other man has found his work and calling. He is part of an endeavor much greater than himself. Be sure you pick a path with a heart. The invitation. Your call now is to take a big, bold step and leave the beaten path. Heaven and earth are conspiring on your behalf to support you in this move. Do not dally lest you miss the moment. The medicine. You have outgrown your current situation and risk losing your way in your own backyard. You are being called to step out of your comfort zone. Respond now while the calling is still a gentle whisper. Even though the woods look thick and impenetrable, venture in and let nature guide your steps through the dark until you reach your destination. Remember, if you do not know where you're going, any path will take you there. Okay. All right. And the North card. Sorry. Now it's hard to pick up. The North card, number 52, Standstill. North represents the wisdom that you need to acquire. You have learned lessons from the South and the West cards. This is what wisdom is ready for you to mature within you. Okay, this is card number 52. Okay. Sorry, this is taking a bit. It's my first time reading these to this extent. Okay, standstill. When standstill appears, it is a symbol of pausing, the act of observation and breathing space. It represents the benefits of temporary non-action as well as what happens when one is stuck. The invitation. When things seem to stall or stagnate, or when you feel stuck, this symbol appears as a reminder that constant action isn't going to get you where you want to go. Perhaps it's time to gather more information or just wait until the universe makes the next move. No matter what, this moment is a beautiful gift orchestrated in your favor. Enjoy it. Let the universe bring all the parts together for the highest good. Go and play, recharge, and take the focus off whatever has stalled. Life will get busy again for you sooner than you think. The medicine. Time to get out of analysis paralysis. Standstill invites you to turn within, breathe, recognize this is the condition of the moment. It allows you the opportunity to bear witness to whatever is going on before movement resumes. This is also an opportunity to abort a project, to exit before damage. And it may also be time to relieve you of the unnecessary burden that you took on without considering the costs. Which one it is depends on your stopping, taking a deep breath, quieting your mind, and removing all your distractions. Then you can make your next move in a grounded, relaxed, detached way. When something doesn't go the way you think it should, remember the following. What is yours cannot be taken away. That's for standstill. That's in the North position. And in the East position is card number 56. Thunder. Represents your possible destiny. Okay, thunder, 56. Okay, the essence of this card. Legends speak of great thunder beings who live in the sky and call for your attention when great occurrences are meant to happen in the world. They warn when tensions in a situation are called upon to be released. Their presence in your reading reminds you of the dramatic moments in life that change everything. Both awesome and frightening when thunder arrives, it also is a wake-up call, one that you will not soon forget. The invitation. When thunder comes into your reading, it refers to a big dramatic change that feels like a herd of wild bison on the run. You feel it right through your bones, and you know that you're powerless to influence whatever events have been set in motion. This is a time to be prepared for anything. Your life is an adventure, and wonderful opportunities are arriving now. The trick is to learn to run with them. Qualities that you'll need to know more than ever are flexibility, dexterity, and a willingness to experience it all without dictating from where or in what form opportunities will come. Your destiny is arriving. Be ready. The medicine for this card. Do you feel an unnecessary drama in waylaying your life? Could you be exhausted from listening to others tell you their never-ending victim story, or could you be telling yourself a version of the same? It's time for an about face. You're being warned that to continue on this path will cause you regret, and cause you to regret your choices, even if they appear benign or familiar. It's time to say no to drama, both yours and others. Focus on solutions rather than problems. You are worthy of a drama-free life. Okay. So, I'm going to try to go over this real quick. Alrighty. I might have to refer back to the book. Okay. Now, like I said before, the card in the south position is the one in which you need to let go. You need to shed something from an old wound. It's like harboring feelings from things that have happened to you, holding on to that negative energy, those negative feelings, being in your feelings, and making decisions from that. Just watching things pass you by because you're stuck in that energy, playing the victim, witnessing all the stuff that's going on around you, and you're afraid to move. But you need to let go of that. You need to let go of anything that is holding, all those feelings of negative, all those feelings of being afraid. Fear, and I say this almost in every reading, fear will cause you to do things that prevent you from being successful. It helps you stay stuck. Because you're afraid. You're afraid of many things. You can be afraid of many things. You can be afraid of being hurt again. You can be afraid of failing at whatever it is you're trying to do. You can be afraid of what people are thinking about you. You can be afraid of just not knowing what's going to happen next. Fear of the unknown. Fear can keep you stuck and stagnant. And I'll give you this example. When you're driving somewhere and you see a deer in the middle of the road, and it sees you coming, it stops right there in the middle of the road where you're driving and just stares at you because it's afraid to move. It's so full of fear of this thing coming at them. The fear keeps them locked where they are and will not let them move. And I know you're thinking, okay, they see a big car coming in. How come they just don't get out the way? Because they're so full of fear. They're afraid. They know what's going to happen, and they know what could potentially happen if they stay in the road. But the fear keeps them there. It keeps them standing still. Keeps them standing still. So that's what you need to work on. You need to work on shedding that fear of things being new, things that you don't know what's going to happen. No one can really know what's going to happen. So it's better to take a chance with things so that you have the potential of being happy and moving forward in life. Why would you not do anything knowing that your non-action is going to keep you unhappy? Okay, the many paths is in the position of the part of you that needs to die. And I think I need to go back over this again. That's card number 34. You know there are things about you, how you react to things, that you know need to change. It's a lot to do with the witness. Something along those lines as well. Many paths. We're all given the opportunity to take different paths in our life. but it's your path to take. You can't rely on other people to make that decision for you. You have to make that decision. But you have to look at your life, look at your current situation, and make the decision, okay, am I going to let the shit that happened to me in the past keep me from taking a path forward? Or am I going to take the path backward? Back to where I was? Try to get back to where I was? There's no going back. There's nothing back there. That part of you has lived already. Now it's time for you to go forward, because the person that you were in the past when this shit was happening to you, that person no longer exists. You're somebody totally different now. Whether you have learned your lesson from that or whether you haven't, you're still changed. So life gives you the opportunity to move on, to choose from many pathways. You can change. You can choose from many pathways. You have to look at it as, okay, what do I want to do now that this current situation is coming to an end or has ended? What do I want to do with my life? Do I want to stay right here? Or that's a path to stay where you are? Or do you want to move forward over here to go do this? Or do you want to do that? Or do you want to do this? We all have many paths to choose from, but it's your choice to make, whether you want to make that choice or not, whether you want to take one of those paths forward. So, and stand still. That is in the position of something you need to do, something you need to acquire. You need to learn the lessons from this position and from the witness. You have to, whatever has occurred with you that you feel is keeping you standing still, you need to figure out how to get past it so that you are no longer standing still. There's a time to stand still and there's a time to not stand still. The only time that you really want to stand still is if you are in a position to where you are thriving and feeling abundant and successful and things are going well for you. That's when you want to take a deep breath and say, okay, I can relax and, chill for a minute until the next thing comes. And then start your way up. You can stand still when you're trying to make a decision to move forward, to choose a path, but you shouldn't be standing still for too long, because then you'll be considered stagnant, not standing still. There's a difference. I can read that again or go over that again. Let me see. 52. There's like several meanings you can get from that. Yeah, there's a difference between taking a pause and being stuck. This is taking a pause. This is taking a rest. Especially if you find yourself in a situation to where you're trying to decide on a path to take from the current situation that you found negative and not serving you, you can take a pause from that and take a breath and meditate. Ask the Spirit, ask God, ask whoever it is that you pray to give you a peace of mind, what is it I'm looking for? The peace of mind to make that decision, the strength to carry it through, and the ability to get past your fear. That's what you can use this standstill for. But to just use a pause and a break to just stand still and not do anything, that's not a standstill. That is stagnancy. That is just being stuck because your fear has gotten the best of you. So you want to just stand still and take a pause to help you move forward in the direction that's going to lead you to completeness, to enlightenment. 56. This is the position that is could be your possible destiny. And when they said thunder, I believe I read that right. Let me refer back to it. Yeah, this is telling you that it's time to move. It's time to get down to business. No more drama. Don't accept any more drama in your life. Stop letting people talk you into shit that you don't want to do. Stop letting them tell you that you're not good at what you want to do, that you're not going to succeed. Don't listen to the naysayers. Get down to business. When you hear the thunder, that is like, I think of starting gun. Compare it to a starting gun. On your mark, get set, ready, and the thunder. That means go. That means get busy. Get on the move. Stop standing still. Okay? Because you've taken your pause. Once you take your pause and you start hearing that thunder, you start seeing opportunities and doors opening up for you. That means go. That's thunder. Those doors opening up. Those opportunities coming to you. That means thunder. That means it's time to get down to business. So I don't have to clarify these cards because they pretty much speak for themselves. But this is basically, this to me is saying stop being a witness to your own life. Stop being a witness to past things that have hurt you or that have maimed you or that have made you feel like you can't go on. Don't be a witness anymore. Be a participant in your own life. Okay? You need to take one of those paths that can lead you away from that hurt, away from that pain, away from the past. Because what you're doing is when you're just standing by watching yourself wither away, you're being stagnant. You're not wanting to take a path. Don't be a witness. Be a participant and try to find your way away from that, because it's not doing you any good. It's keeping you stagnant and you're not able to live the life that you want to live, or try to live the life that you want to live. And if you need to take a break, take a break. This is what this is. This is to take a break. If you're feeling overwhelmed by making this move away from this negative behavior, take a pause to think about things. Pray and meditate. Make lists of what you want to do. But don't stand still for too long, because you don't want to be stagnant. You don't want to be stuck. And then once you get those decisions that you want to do, you figured out what it is that you want to work on to get yourself out of that place, then you need to go. You need to do it. You need to start working on it. Okay? Alrighty, that was today's daily message. I hope you liked it. It took a little longer than I expected because of the little introduction at the beginning, but each daily is not going to be that way. I just wanted to kind of point some things out before I started getting on my daily messages. But again, the oracle deck that I used was the Mystical Shaman Oracle deck. And today's message, just don't stand still. Get to moving. Keep moving. And so I'll see you guys tomorrow. I hope you have an amazing Monday. And those of you that are not working today, take this opportunity to stand still, get some rest. You know, use your thoughts and your meditation for planning ahead. Have a POA, plan of action. Always have a plan of action for everything. And so when you hear that thunder, it's time to go. Get moving. Okay? Love you guys. Have a good day. And I'll see you tomorrow, okay? Peace, love, and light. Love you. Bye.